Hey, thanks for joining. I was wondering if you could maybe just quickly describe your background, because everybody comes at this whole PhD thing from different experiences and just how you decided to do it.
Yeah, I decided to, for I am continuing for my master's degree in electrical engineering at LSU. And it was a combination of getting internship experience and seeing where that would take me, and then also enjoying the research aspect that I ultimately decided to do a PhD.
Cool. Okay. So you're doing your master's. And so where were you before the FearlessGrad program and where are you now?
In terms of like confidence level?
Sure. Confidence, understanding, the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. So confidence level, I say like 9 out of 10. Before, I was probably at like a 6 or a 5 out of 10. What I really liked about the program was like, you can find all this information online in a way, but it's nice to know that there's someone who's dedicated to guiding you through the process and also has gone through the process themselves. Because you can find this information online, but it tends to be scattered and you don't know if you can trust the source. And it's nice to have it all just like all this information about the application process aggregated in one place. So I think that's what really made me feel confident. Also, the SOP editing made me feel really boosted my confidence there.
And now you're what?
Like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, maybe definitely like a 9 out of 10 now. I feel way better. I felt way more organized throughout the whole process, just having someone to meet with every week and like having to have made progress. Made me not want to push it back, you know?
Totally. What was the biggest takeaway or thing you learned through the program that you didn't know before?
Oh, yeah. Reach out professors is not as scary as I thought it was going to be in my head. I guess they're also people. And if you do your research on them and you put your best foot forward in an email, more often than not, you'll probably get a response. The Zoom interviews really aren't as scary as you think they're going to be.
That's awesome. Yes, I think it's a hugely undervalued part of the process that you should definitely take advantage of. Oh, do you have lots of extra money to invest in yourself?
I had a decent amount of savings built up, and I also was coming off of an internship where they had given me a nice stipend for moving that I hadn't fully used. So when I did the calculations of what I would make for TAing and then the tutoring I did and the savings, I was like, okay, I can afford to do this. It was maybe the idea of committing to actually applying to a PhD program that was like freaking me out, because it's okay, I gotta actually do it now.
Okay, but you could have spent your money on like a new iPhone or done cool trips. So why did you decide to invest in like yourself and your future?
Because I knew if I did this program, it's like, there are people at my university who can read my stuff, but they haven't necessarily gone through this process. And so I knew if I invested in this program, I'd be meeting with someone regularly who's been through this process, who can give me like legitimate feedback from their experiences to help guide me. And I knew that ultimately investing in that in the long run would keep my anxiety about the whole application process down. And I felt the cost of the program, investing in that, was valuable in the long run.
Makes sense. Yeah. I know stress is a real thing and it'll keep you like turning in circles instead of moving.
I knew I would have convinced myself, like I would have gotten so in my head about like professors and such like that if I just didn't have someone be like, yeah, this is a good email, go send it.
Good. Anything surprising or just anything that was unique to you that you realized through the process?
I don't know.
Did you end up applying to the schools you thought you were going to apply to?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Like some of the schools weren't even on my radar until I actually started doing some digging with them. And then for some of them, I just didn't even consider because I was like, oh, I don't have a chance here. And then I started actually, again, reaching out to professors and they took an interest in me. I was like, oh, wait, I actually do have a chance at some of these schools with more prestigious names or more prestigious history to them. So I think that was probably what was the most shocking thing to me, is people actually, I had decent qualifications.
That's awesome. I love it. We surprise ourselves. So that's awesome. Okay. If someone else were interested in this program, what would you tell them?
Definitely do it. I would definitely just recommend doing it. It's really nice, again, like I said, to have someone who is dedicated to meeting with you every single week. It's nice to have someone to keep you on track. It's amazing to get feedback writing wise, because sometimes it's hard to find people who are familiar with the graduate application process and know what a statement of purpose needs to look like. So I would 100% recommend it for all those reasons. And it helps keep the stress levels down. Just, it's definitely worth the investment.